Should the federal government provide $13 billion in subsidies for Volkswagen to build a battery manufacturing plant in Canada?
Absolutely, because they'll make much more than that back over the next 50 years to 100 years. It's a good investment. It's like buying the 407 expressway. You won't lose.
Yes, I think they should. Basically, because that's the future, right? We come into electric vehicles and that, and why should we be bringing everything from out of the country when we can do it here? I think it's important to keep up with what's going on in the world, and that's where it's going. So.
I don't agree with it because I think people put a lot of false hope into battery production, thinking that it's eco-friendly to have all electric vehicles, but what they're not realizing is the detriment to our environment when those batteries have to be recycled, and how the net carbon difference ends up being almost negligible in comparison to more efficient gas operated vehicles.
I'm on the fence about that. I think that yes, we need battery operated cars, but I think that budget is quite high. So I'd like that to be looked into further in terms of how much they actually need. But yes, I think promoting battery operated cars is a great thing, but I think we also have to look at kind of where we're moving in the future too.
If the government can prove that it's going to help the economy over a fairly limited period of time under the present economic circumstances.
Yeah, I've heard the pros and cons of this, and I'm kind of leaning on the side that they probably should, because we want to keep some of this technology in Canada, and it seems like an awful lot of money, and there's other needy causes. But from what I hear, if you don't step up to the plate and play ball with the Americans, you're going to lose all this industry, and all the business will go south of the border.
There's examples of what lithium has done to other parts of the world. Just destroys the landscape. So yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. I mean, yeah, it creates jobs, but where's this sort of green, initiative that they're constantly talking about, and then dollars over any of that stuff. So I don't think they should.
I think it's worthwhile for the federal government to be investing in more renewable energies at this time. So I would support it, although I would be interested to have more details about what Volkswagen is providing to set up the manufacturing facility as well.
For years, airline industries have gotten subsidies because other countries give airline industry subsidies. Is it the same for the automotive sector? Is there a risk that we'll lose the industry? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a complicated answer. I think I understand the argument for throwing the money at them, but corporate welfare is a national habit, I'm afraid, and it makes you wonder about the whole thing. And really, aren't we attractive as a destination, irrespective of the fact we can bribe some companies to come here? Now, I know that our real problem is that we're coexisting with the United States, which is going to scoop up all of our manufacturing capability if we don't defend ourselves. And I think that would be the one argument that you'd have sympathy for.
They could put the money towards something better, like the homeless, there's all kinds of needs out there as opposed to building a car.
Seems like a lot of money, but if it's going to create jobs, we have to balance what the positives are against, the expense that they're putting out. If it's going to create a lot of high-paying jobs and maintain the employment levels and generate some jobs in areas that are suffering, it's probably a good thing.
I think it's forward-thinking because slowly but surely we'll have to get out of oil and gas for vehicles. We'll have to move more towards electrically powered vehicles. And so it's looking towards the future.
Well, I feel like there could be other things that could be used, like the money that could be used for. There are still places in Canada that don't have clean water. That I don't know, $13 billion, that's a lot of money. And we should be providing more safe environments for Indigenous people and making those communities safe and making sure those people are comfortable and healthy.
Yeah. Yes, I do. Because my husband, he worked at GM for many, many years, retired. And the money that was invested there did all kinds of things and different jobs for all kinds of people in that area. So yes, I totally agree.